Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to The Outsider. I was looking around for a good little quick Lovecraftian game, and I found this Flash game on Armor Games, and looking at the information here, this game was made over the course of 3 days and nights as part of the 5th Newgrounds Game Jam. The assignment was to make a game based on a book, and we chose The Outsider by H.P. Lovecraft. Good choice. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Unhappy is he to whom the memories of childhood bring only fear and sadness. And here we are. Looks like a first-person style adventure game. Is there anything we can... At my feet I found a small piece of rope sticking out of the ground, but was unable to wrest it from its earthly prison with my hands. Alright. Let's head south. Oh, we have a stick. I would longingly picture myself amidst gay clouds in the sunny world beyond the endless forests. Once I tried to escape from the forest, but as I went farther from the castle, the shade grew denser and the air more filled with brooding fear, so that I ran frantically back lest I lose my way in a labyrinth of nighted silence. Ah, okay. So that must be the way out, I suppose? Let's try this direction. At last I resolved to scale that tower, fall through I might, since it were better to glimpse the sky and perish than to live without ever beholding day. I don't see anything. It's a very nice, simple, yet effective art style. Unexpectedly, my hands came upon a doorway. Trying it, I found it locked. Hello, Cthulhu. The first digit is double the third digit. The second digit is a prime. All 3 numbers add to 9. Ah, it's a puzzle. The second digit is a prime. Let's go with... Let's start with 3. The second digit is a prime. All 3 numbers add to 9. The first digit is double... Oh, okay. So if we go to 2, that makes this 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy crap. A math puzzle I actually got right quickly. The stones in the crumbling corridors seemed always hideously damp, and there was an accursed smell everywhere, as of the piled-up corpses of dead generations. Is that a snake? Oh, it's rope. I know not where I was born, save that the castle was infinitely old and infinitely horrible, full of dark passages and having high ceilings where the eye could find only cobwebs and shadows. So this character has never left this dark forest. Should we try the cobwebs? Let's try this way first. It was never light, so that I used sometimes to light candles and gaze steadily at them for relief. Well, we have the cleaver though, that's cool. And let's try in here. From books I learned all that I know. No teacher urged or guided me. So this must be definitely his tower. His or her tower. No matter how much I pushed and pulled, the ladder would not budge. Okay, let's see if we can use any of our items. No. Oh! Hi, Howard. Staring upon the bust in the library, I found myself tinged with a sense of maddening familiarity. Indeed, that is Mr. Lovecraft himself. Wretched is he who looks back upon lone hours in vast dismal chambers with brown hangings and maddening rows of antique books, or upon odd watches in twilight groves of grotesque, gigantic, and vine-encumbered trees that silently wave twisted branches far aloft. Such a lot the gods gave to me, To me, the dazed, the disappointed, the barren, the broken. And yet I am strangely content and cling desperately to those sear memories when my mind momentarily threatens to reach beyond to the other. I love Lovecraft. Love it so much. What about... On top of the bookcase, I found a single wooden plank hanging over the edge, just out of reach. Can we use the... Ah! The tree branch gave me the length of arm needed to retrieve the plank of wood. Alright, what do we use the plank of wood for? In my attempts to scale that black ruined tower, I found my path impeded by a seemingly insurmountable gap in the stairs. I managed to bridge the gap in the stairs with a wooden plank, freeing me to climb the worn and aged stone stairs. Okay. In the dank twilight, I climbed the worn and aged stone stairs till I reached the level where they ceased. I felt my head touch a solid thing, and I knew I must have gained the roof. In the darkness, I raised my free hand and tested the barrier, finding it locked and immovable. Okay. Maybe rope. A cleaver. Well, that didn't work. Well, where do I go from here then? Maybe I need to use it on that thing I couldn't budge down here. Small piece of rope. No. Nothing I can do there. Locked and unmovable. And we can't hit it with the cleaver. The rope is no good, and I really doubt the stick is going to be suitable to our needs. So I'm missing something here. We used all the items here on the ladder. See if there's anything we can do with Howard there. Doesn't seem like it. And nothing I can apparently click in the darkness. Where do I go from here then? Unless I'm completely missing something. And that's just going to take me away from here. I don't think I can head that way yet. I do like the music. It is very appropriate. Maybe... I heard a click as my makeshift lockpit slid the tumblers into place, and was able to push the trap door open in my fearful ascent. My lockpick did not survive the ordeal. Did I use the cleaver on the stick? Oh, okay. Believing I was now at prodigious height, far above the accursed branches of the wood, I dragged myself up from the floor. Checking one of the many boxes laying on the floor, I found it to be empty. Oh, this had something in it. To me, there was nothing grotesque in the bones and skeletons that strode some of the stone crypts deep down among the foundations. I fantastically associated these things with everyday events, and thought them more natural than the colored pictures of living beings which I found in many of the moldy books. And that is a brick. Empty. While rummaging through one of the boxes, I was surprised to find a small box of matches. So we know what to do there. We will head back to where the candle is. The room filled with the warm heat of the candle. And that must be a key for a door. Beings must have cared for my needs, yet I cannot recall any person except myself, or anything alive but the noiseless rats and bats and spiders. This actually reminds me of that episode of Doctor Who, where the 12th Doctor is stuck in that castle. And it's a very similar vibe. My hands came upon a solid door, which I was unable to force open. Ah, okay. The sight itself was as simple as it was stupefying, for it was merely this. Instead of a dizzying prospect of treetops seen from a lofty eminence, there stretched around me on the level through the grating nothing less than the solid ground. H.P. Lovecraft, nice. Ah, we can take the shovel. So I think with the shovel we can probably get that thing out of the swamp at the beginning. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. I haven't read The Outsider in a long time, so I forget what the twist is. A longer piece of rope. Okay. That'll probably come in handy. Hopefully. And I don't think we can grab the ladder. Summoning a supreme burst of strength, I attempted to force the gate outwards, but found myself unable to open it. I tried to use the rope to climb over the fence, but found it too short. Can we tie these together? Ah, there we go. I tried using the tools I had to scale the fence, yet I found myself unable to do so. Well, wait, I should have the... Ah, okay. Using my jury-rigged climbing rope, I easily scaled the gate, because we needed weight on the other side. Half unconscious, I staggered out upon the white gravel path that stretched away in two directions. My mind, stunned and chaotic as it was, still held the frantic craving for light, and not even the fantastic wonder which had happened could stay my course. Imagine going up to the top floor of a building and seeing just the flat ground again. It's like that would mess you up. Over 2 hours must have passed before I reached what seemed to be my goal, a venerable ivied castle in a thickly wooded park, maddeningly familiar yet full of perplexing strangeness to me. I looked in and saw an oddly dressed company, indeed, making merry and speaking brightly to one another. That is never a good sign. Scarcely had I crossed the still when there descended upon the whole company a sudden and unheralded fear of hideous intensity, distorting every face and evoking the most horrible screams from nearly every throat. Flight was universal. Looks like they were running away from me. At a casual inspection, the room seemed deserted, but when I moved toward one of the alcoves, I thought I detected a presence there, a hint of motion beyond the golden arched doorway leading to another and somewhat similar room. As I approached the arch, I began to perceive the presence more clearly, and then I beheld in full, frightful vividness the inconceivable, indescribable, and unmentionable monstrosity which had by its simple appearance changed a merry company to a herd of delirious fugitives. He's looking in a mirror. I know always that I am an outsider, a stranger in this century and among those who are still men. This I have known ever since I stretched out my fingers to the abomination within that great gilded frame. Stretched out my fingers and touched a cold and unyielding surface of polished glass. The end. Wow. Crazy. So he was essentially a Lovecraftian ghoul. If I tell you what, guys, for a game that took 3 days to make in a scramble, you guys did an amazing job, I have to say. I love the art style, the music was perfect, and that is vintage Lovecraft right there. It's all about that feeling of dread, the mood. Lovecraft was amazing at setting a tone and setting a mood for his stories, and you guys did it very, very well. HP would be very proud, I think. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love playing little games like this that just kind of, just for a little bit, you can see that there is a great game even in a small package. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And I will go ahead and leave a link down here to The Outsider, so if you like to, you guys can go ahead and play it yourselves. Later days, everyone.